Hey everyone, this is Ashley with Ashley on Photography. I'm going to go through a hand edit on this image of my son Oliver in his Halloween costume. His birthday is next month and he loves lions, so we're doing zoo theme, so these are going to be used for his invites as well. To begin, I'm going to go to Adjustments and I'm going to choose Selective Color, Yellows, and I'm going to drop the cyan bar all the way down. And then I'm going to do neutrals. Same thing. Add a little yellow, add a little magenta, a little black. Let's do reds. Turn that all the way down. Let's see, magenta, yellows, kind of move up. Blacks will kind of move up. And I'm going to remove it completely from him. And a lion. I'm just going to push it. And it doesn't have to be perfect right now because I am going to warm up the image so much that you won't be able to notice the change so drastically. And then my next step is going to be in color balance. I'm going to adjust the reds and the yellows. And I'm going to drop my opacity down, just slightly brush it off him again. Oops. Adjustments. Now I'm going to do a little warming in curves. I'll grab my reds, lift, and my blues. I'm going to grab it right here in the middle. I'm going to drop that down as well. And again, we are pushing that off these guys. There we go. Now to add a little bit of depth, I'm going to adjust the levels with these two here. I'm going to bring the opacity all the way up. Drop the opacity down. I'm just going to remove some of that around here. Go to adjustments. I'm going to adjust the midtones. Him, layers, and then I'm actually going to invert this, change my brush from black to white, because my mask is now black, so I'm going to paint that on here. going to go ahead and flatten. Well, actually, first I'll do this. I'll do new group from layers. Just going to show you guys with these. I think is it 5 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps. The difference that makes. And actually doing that made me catch a few errors here. I'm going to fix errors here. I'm just going to have to really get in there. I'm just running back over the edges here and trying to fix some of this. Now this is tedious. You get the idea though. Actually. To adjust that down just a tad. Alright. So for this purpose, I'm not going to spend the time in between here, but you get the idea. You have to tediously go in there and adjust that. Okay. So here I'm going to go back in. I'm actually going to tone that down. It's a little bit too red for my taste. I'm just going to adjust that just a tiny bit. Kind of have everything moved around here to make it easier for you guys to follow along, so I'm kind of clicking back and forth. Okay, so my next step, I'm going to lift this and drop, and then lift, and I'm going to really drop the opacity on that. Just kind of gives it, actually, normally I do this step, I actually like it better without this time. I'm trying to think of what I did next. See, I've already finished this edit, and then I decided to go back and record it because it was a pretty simple edit for the most part, but this is the final product that we're getting to. Okay, so, okay, yes, the gradient. So layer, gradient, I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to make this yellow. Okay, okay. Do soft light. Just kind of giving the illusion of different light. Do new layer, soft light. I'm going to choose a dark, warm brown. Drop my opacity down to about 30. I'm just going to brush in some depth here in some areas. Darker down here. And then I'm going to choose white. Make my brush a little smaller. Just going to paint up around here. Let's actually do a yellow. I'm going to drop the opacity. Maybe remove those. Drop the opacity down to about 20, 25%. I'm going to grab a green. Make my greens stand out just a little bit. This is what I call painting on color. I don't know if that's the correct term. And it just kind of manipulates light just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and flatten. I'm going to add another gradient in. I'm going to do radial. I'm not going to use green. I'm going to choose white here. And this color. Choose a yellow tone. Okay. I'm going to move this here just a tad. And we're going to brush this off of him. I'm going to drop the opacity down to about 20. I'm going to take our brush at about 50. I'm just going to paint it in these areas so it's not as drastic. I'm actually going to drop that down to about 19%. Flatten. And then a couple of actions that I do want to add in here. This one's called Summer Skin, and it just kind of has that orangey feel to it. And the other action I'm going to use is in one of the older Greater Than Gatsby action sets. It's the Radiance collection. And I can do my own vignettes, but I just like these far better. I'm actually going to turn that all the way up. I love the emphasis that it puts on him in the middle, but then I'm going to brush it off so it's not as crazy dark in the edges. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and flatten. I'm going to adjust the color balance here just a little. It's a little bit too much red on him and all around in the middle. So I'm going to brush off the edges. I like it here. I don't like it when all the tones all around match too closely. And drop that. There we go. Flatten. So far, this is where we're at. Before and after. And then to finish up the image, what I would actually do is, actually, let's go to, where is it here? Second one, do the skin smoother. This is the Greater Than Gatsby Innocence Retouch Collection. Oops. Brushing this on it, 50% opacity. And in my final one, it did go through, and I removed the snot on his nose and the little blemishes and everything on his face, but I won't go through all that here. Flatten. Oh, and another one that I really actually like is the peachy skin tone action. Gives it a pop of contrast and color. Especially with this warm image, this would be nice. And I will lighten his eyelids. Going really close here. This gets rid of that blue tint. And while I'm up here, I will just go ahead and get rid of the snot on his nose. Oops. Let me go down and make sure this is all right. There we go. Flatten. Taking the clone tool. And then brush. Thanks. screwed that up. That's what I get for working so close. Yeah. And I'm sure I went way too far and won't be able to fix it. Oop. Smooth it down. That's an image. And the one last thing then is vibrance. Let's turn the vibrance up. Saturation just a tad. And I'm going to brush that out. There we go. Before and after. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Thanks for watching. Bye.